All right, y'all, what's up? I know it's been a while. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is when you watch this video, just make it apply. Man, it has been a very, very busy week for me. Had my boss in town, had the owner in town and everything, a lot of meetings, a lot of, dinners after work and stuff like that. Then had personal readings. So it's been crazy. So just to start off, remember guys, if you want to donate to my page, there's multiple ways you can donate. You can send me some on Cash App. My information is in the bio. You can make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave comments, interact. The one thing that I would love is how everybody is using this as a safe space, that everyone is sharing spiritual information, which that's what I want, a positive spiritual community. And if you want to sign up for a personal reading, the link is in the bio as well. That will be my stand store. You'll just go on there and you'll set up a meeting. And then, of course, if you want me to do any work for you, any spiritual work, then you would also go on that website as well. All right, let's get into this. The pre-message, Spirit is saying that there is someone that's going to end up listening to this message that you're very frustrated. You have went from tarot card reader to tarot card reader, talking to anybody that is willing to listen. And Spirit is saying that you're at the point that you're so drained and you're so out of it that you're just like, oh, no more readings, no more this, no more that, that you're turning your head to everything, to all types of guidance. And Spirit is saying that the reason why you are in this position is because you heard a message months ago saying that things was going to turn around, but things haven't turned around yet. And Spirit is saying that every single month when you have been listening to people is keep saying things are going to turn around, things are going to get better, you're going to get the victory and the whole 9 yards. And Spirit is saying you're getting extremely frustrated because it haven't happened yet. And Spirit is saying the reason why it haven't happened is that even though you're getting good messages, you haven't done the work yet to break yourself free. Spirit is saying that yes, there are messages out there that's encouraging you and letting you know that things are going to turn around, but Spirit is saying you still must do the work. Just because you get a good message, it doesn't mean that you're not supposed to do the work. And Spirit is saying that you're refusing to do what it is that you know that you need to do. From some of you, it could be as simple as you want this person back, but the thing that Spirit is keep telling you, Spirit is saying, don't call him, leave him alone. And you were keep saying, okay, but then breaking down every 5 minutes. And it's like, oh, no, I got to talk to him. I got to intervene. And Spirit is saying every time you intervene, you're starting this process over. Because Spirit is trying to work with this person in the absence. Because absence is what makes the heart grow fonder. And Spirit is trying to work with this person saying, I know you miss your twin flame. I know you miss your soulmate. It's time for you to go back and make things right. But then you're interrupting that plan saying, oh, it's been 5 minutes and I haven't heard from him. Let me call him. And it's irritating him. And now instead of Spirit working through him, he's saying, okay, this is the irritating part that I fell out of love with. This is the part that I didn't like. I didn't like the nagging. I didn't like the controlling. I didn't like this. And so Spirit is like, how can I move? How can you get the message that is being given to you if you keep interfering? Spirit is saying, I got a part to do. You got a part to do. And you're trying to do your part and my part. And Spirit is like, hey, you keep on doing this, then I'm just going to go ahead and step back and I'm just going to let you handle it all. And so we got to be careful. Spirit is saying for some of you, you have had magic on you for the longest. And that was the second message that Spirit was giving me. Spirit was saying that somebody is going to end up listening to this message, and it's to let you know that some of you are just going to anybody. That's what Spirit is saying. Some of you are going to anybody and everybody. Anybody that is willing to listen to you, you're opening your mouth and talking and letting them know what's going on. Not realizing that one of the people you're talking to is the person that's actually doing the work on you. And so the more you run your mouth, you're giving that person confirmation that the magic that they're putting on you is fortified, that is solid. And it's allowing them to double down now because they know that it's overtaking you because you keep running your mouth to different people. Spirit is saying for some of you, you are just going to anybody to do anything for you and you're not being led. That Spirit is saying you need to be led when you want somebody to be your priest. You need to be led when somebody is supposed to do work for you. Remember, the ancestors work well with electricity and electronics. When they want to send a message your way, they will. All of a sudden, you was planning on watching this, and now your phone said, here's a notification, watch this video. Now, all of a sudden, you were supposed to be doing this, and now you get an incoming call. And it's like Spirit knows, the ancestors knows what to do and how to get your attention. Stop interfering and trying to do their part. You know, the ancestors are saying for some of you, like, you're just being anybody, somebody says I'm a Babalao, and you just like, oh, let me tell you what's going on, Babalao. And it's like, are we not going to do a test? Are we not going to, at the bare minimum, do a reading? If we're not going to go to Spirit, if we're not going to go to our ancestors and say, did you bring this person to me? If we're not going to get confirmation that way, can we at least give them a test and see what fruit that they bear? Can we at least see if they can even perform divination in any type of way to tell you what it is that you're going through? Spirit is saying some of you are you're opening your mouth too much. And no, I don't need to hear any fighting in the comments. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Only take what resonates. Divination is confirmation. I should only be telling you things that your spiritual team has already revealed to you in some form or fashion. But Spirit is saying for some of you, you're running your mouth too much. How is it that everybody on the block know your problem? How is it that every Babalao that the Orishas did not even send your way know what it is that you're going through? Spirit is saying some of you have ran your mouth so much and you're just going to anybody without being led, that you're being led to people that's claiming to be Babalaos and people that's actually Babalaos, and they're messing you up. They're giving you the wrong rituals that you don't need. They are saying they're performing ceremonies to tell you who your head is, and they're really cursing you with magic so that you can keep going back to them. You must be led in everything that you do. All I can tell you is what Spirit is telling me. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. All I can tell you is what Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying we must be led. We got to be led. And Spirit is saying that some of you are just hard-headed. That Spirit is like, I've told you time and time again. Spirit said that, that they have given you messages of put this in a bowl, put that in a bowl, do this, do that, and then put it in a spiritual bath. And you didn't do it. Spirit is like, I have given you rituals and everything else that I need you to do in order to free yourself. And you have literally just said no. And Spirit is like, that's why you're still going through what you're going through and you haven't received the promise yet. And Spirit is saying that you will always be hearing but never receiving. And it's because you're refusing to do what I told you to do. We gotta listen to Spirit when Spirit says do things and do this and do that. We must listen to Spirit. If we're not going to listen to Spirit, what is the point? What is the point of all of this? Spirit is like, so many of you desperately want to get free, but you're not willing to do any of the work that needs to be done in order to set yourself free. Some of you have allowed witchcraft to come in so many different ways, but you're not allowing yourself to positioning yourself to set yourself free. Pretty soon, I'm already selling protective jars on my site. I'm going to end up selling protective jars that's not consecrated, that's still very powerful, so that I can lower the price. And then once the price is lowered, I want to sell, protective jars. I'm going to end up selling floor washes, as well as selling spiritual baths. That everything is going to be in a mason jar so that you can start learning how to set yourself free. Like, I was in the same boat as y'all. When this first happened to me in my early 20s, I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that every door was closing. And I immediately start crying out and praying. And that's when I it was first revealed to me what magic even was. I didn't grow up learning about this. I didn't know about magic. I didn't know I was under a curse. I didn't know that people can do stuff like this. But you better believe I learned. And I can't be in a house that's not fortified now because of what have happened to me. I make sure that there's a protective jar behind every door. I make sure that the front door has salt, cinnamon, and everything else that's supposed to be back there. I make sure that this house is completely fortified, that magic just cannot come in anymore. The deities was talking to me this week that I have a plant here, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what they told me to do because, number one is because it was for me. That's another thing that you got to learn, to stop telling everybody everything. You tell them once it's done. Once it's manifested and once it's here, that's when you can tell them. When you tell people before it's time, they can always work against you. I have a tree here, and one of the deities was telling me, take a certain type of fruit and put it in the soil of the tree. I did it. Then they told me to take a certain herb and put it in the tree. I did it. And then they said take a certain spice in its original form and not ground it and put it in the tree. I did it. And, the deity did tell me what it was for. But I only tell you this is that some of this stuff might sound crazy. Some of it is like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Stop trying to allow logic to mess up your blessings. When Spirit speaks, receive that message. It is your subconscious talking to your conscious and bringing this into existence so that you know what it is that they're telling you to do. Don't allow your logic to take over and say, well, why am I doing this ritual? What is this for? What is this going to bring? And then you stubbornly choose not to do nothing until they reveal to you what this is for down to the T. This is how you miss out on blessings. Let them lead you and guide you. They will tell you what it's for later if you need to know. But allow your team to guide you. And stop telling everybody everything. Sometimes that's why they don't want you to know what it's for, because they stop telling everybody everything. It's like, why are you telling your enemy what it is that I'm telling you to cure you? Just be careful. Spirit is saying just stop revealing so much stuff, that some of you are really revealing a lot. You're revealing a lot. You're revealing too much. The painted key today is going to focus on Orunmila and a stubborn farmer. Orunmila, the Orisha of wisdom, knowledge, and divination, was known for his foresight and guidance. He often helped people understand their destinies and the importance of following their true path. In a village, there was a farmer. The farmer was hardworking but extremely stubborn, and often ignoring advice and believing that his way was always the best. Despite his efforts, his crops were not yielding as they should, and he struggled to make ends meet. One day, the farmer visited the diviner, who consulted Orunmila for guidance. Orunmila, through divination, advised the farmer to plant yams instead of corn that season. Yams will bring you a bountiful harvest and prosperity, Orunmila conveyed. Follow this path and you will find success. The farmer, set in his ways, refused to heed the advice. He believed that corn was the best crop and continued to plant it. He worked tirelessly from sunset to sunrise to sunset, trying to ensure a good harvest. Yet despite his relentless efforts, his corn crop failed again, and he grew increasingly exhausted and frustrated. Ignoring the guidance and continuing to do things his way, the farmer found himself working harder and harder, yet achieving little success. His energy worn and his spirits grew weary. As his situation became dire, the farmer decided to visit the diviner once more. The diviner, consulting Orunmila again, relayed a stern message. Farmer, your refusal to follow the path set for you has led to your exhaustion and failure. You tried yourself needlessly because you resist doing what you are supposed to do. Plant yams as I advise, and you will find relief and prosperity. Realizing the situation and his mistake, the farmer finally decided to follow Orunmila's advice. He cleared his field and planted yams as instructed this time, and worked and his work felt it brought harmony, and he did not feel the same level of exhaustion. The season progressed and yams flourished. The harvest was bountiful, far surpassing his expectations. His energy returned, his spirit lifted, knowing that he had finally aligned with his true path. The success of the farmer's yam harvest brought prosperity not only to him, but also to the entire village. He shared his story with his neighbors, emphasizing the importance of listening to the wisdom of the Orishas and following their guidance. This Pentakey is really an example of what the ancestors are saying that some of you are going through. That you have clear instructions of what it is that you need to be doing. That your ancestors have told you, I want you to go to this person. They're going to tell you what you need. I want you to follow this path. This path is going to lead you to light. I want you to do this spiritual bath. This is what's going to cleanse you. And regardless of what it is of the instructions that they have given you, you have found a way to get out of it in some form or fashion. And it's like, this is why you're going through. You're going through a lot, not because of the person that sent the witchcraft, which is heavy, but you're going through because you refuse to follow the instructions that was sent to you. You need to make sure that you are always following the wisdom of the ancestors as well as the Orishas. Yeah, we can't afford not to listen to our intuition and not being attached to our intuition. We are in the middle of a full-blown spiritual warfare. So many people is leaving organized religion. They are leaving the trauma and everything behind and realize how it was nothing but control, especially when it comes to the church. And now the church is on their last stance of once again doing what they do best, which is condemning. That is the way that the church has always been able to get us is by condemning us and whipping us back into alignment. Where here we go again, where now all of a sudden you see a lot of videos where it's like, oh, these marine spirits, don't follow Oshun, don't follow Yemaya, all of these marine spirits. Number one, what is a marine spirit? Tell me deeper about what Oshun is. Tell me deeper about what Yemaya is. All these things that you hear, and this is the church's last attempt to try to get people back into alignment, because this curse is being broken. People are opening their eyes and they're walking away from the church, and they are connecting with the true path, the true them. I've even heard one pastor say, you need to leave culture and join kingdom. What? You are saying that I need to leave my identity, leave what I'm rooted in, leave the core of who we are, and follow kingdom? When we forget history, it's bound to repeat itself. The church is just as disorganized as it was in the Bible. When you look at the Pharisees and the Sadducees, all of the favoritism and everything that they had, all of the wickedness that was behind all of the leaders, it is still to this day the exact same way. The church completely divided. You got the Pharisees against the Sadducees against the Pharisees, but we can join together to kill anything that is not like us, anything that doesn't follow our doctrine. Only time the church know how to come together. But outside of that, we got Church of God in Christ, we got Pentecostal, we got Pentecostal Apostolic, we got all of these different branches. We got the Catholics, we got the Latter-day Saints, we got all of these different branches. But the only time we know how to come together is when we need to condemn someone and we need to give them the punishment of hell. Look at all of the strife and things that these singers have to go through. Kirk Franklin, Trinity 5-7, Mary, how they are constantly being attacked by their own people. Even that you see all throughout the Bible. You see all throughout the Bible that the church has always been a kingdom divided against itself. You have seen all throughout the Bible that the church's mission has always been to kill, steal, and destroy. Even to this day, spirituality don't work in that way that we tell you, you must join our side or you're going to hell. That what you're practicing is so demonic. We don't do that. When something, the one thing about religion is religion makes you completely give away common sense, completely give away logic, and follow something blindly. You have in your Bible that it talks about the characteristics of the devil. That the devil is here to kill, steal, and destroy. And you see the perfect match of what kills, steals, and destroy, and what have always done from even in Bible days is the church. The church matched that description perfectly. It kills people. It destroys people's lives. When are we going to see that it steals your joy? It steals everything from you. When are we going to open our eyes and see that the very thing that they are warning you of is the church itself? The church is under a strong spiritual attack right now, that they are trying their best. You go on TikTok, you see it from the black creators, you see it from the white Christian creators, that everybody is trying their hardest to whip you back into the field. Come back to us and don't run away. They are trying their hardest to whip you back into religion because religion is losing its power. And then the funny thing about it, in the same breath that they talk about the spiritual people, they will also condemn themselves. That's the one thing that I never liked about Christianity, is that you will publicly come for every spiritual person. Oh, don't follow Beyonce. Don't do this. But then y'all talk about each other. Oh, Juanita Baum is this. Oh, Donnie McKirkland is this. Y'all fight against yourselves publicly so the whole world can see that everybody knows that the church has never been on one accord. That the church has always been a kingdom divided against itself. And this is what you want somebody to come to? This mess? You guys can't even agree on a solid denomination. You baptize in the name of Jesus. You baptize in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. You say you don't need Holy Spirit. You say you must have Holy Spirit. You say you don't have to speak in tongues. You say you must speak in tongues. You are not even on one accord. And you talk about kingdom. Okay, if that's what y'all think kingdom is, there is a very strong spiritual warfare that is coming against spiritual folks. Because this is the last stance, is they're trying to whip people back into the church. And notice how they don't do it in love. They're not doing this in love and saying, oh, God love you and stuff like that. It's what has always been done from the beginning, is fear. You must come back to me or you're going to go to hell. And then they'll try to pretend, see, I love you so much, I don't want you to go to hell. And now because of that, I'm going to control you. The church is doing its last stance to try to get people back. We are about to go into some dark days because the church is going to go to extreme measures to try to get people back into the church. You're going to hear them talking about every deity known to man, and it's always the same thing. Oh, this is demonic. This is demonic. This is demonic. This, and they all say the same thing about every single deity. Oh, this deity is so demonic and it's going to make you promiscuous. Y'all are a religion with no power. Like, come on. You have the one lesbian pastor coming on here talking about, oh, God is going to make me suffer with this for the rest of my life, but it's for his glory because we got to pick up our cross daily. What type of mess is that? This is why people are leaving the church. It's either you're going to be delivered or you're not going to be delivered. There's no in between. We shouldn't have to pick up our crosses daily and carry something. If you're delivered, you're delivered. Look at poor Donnie McKirkland. All these years with not being with somebody because of the church condemnation. And then y'all say this is the will of God. This is the will of God for a man to be lonely for the rest of his life? For a man to be in the closet for the rest of his life? This is the path that you say is the path of peace? And then you do this and then you'll confess that there's no true deliverance, that you would have to carry that for the rest of your life. And then when you open up and tell women that, hey, I used to mess around with men, now they don't even want to fuck with you. And now you're the laughing joke in the church. So what is the true agenda? I'm telling you that the church, people are starting to open their eyes and they are starting to see the foolishness that the church has put us under for years. All of this foolishness that we're following. The church and its foolishness. All of these pastors, now all of a sudden, You now all of a sudden you know our deities and they demonic. And then like the one person said, oh no, it's kingdom over culture. Haven't you played this game before with us blacks? That you completely robbed of our culture, of our DNA, of our inheritance. And now since majority of us are waking up, you want to do it again? But the thing is, the first time it's on them. The second time it's on us. Because now we know the strategies. Now we know the tactics. And now we know the result of falling for that. We have seen what the outcome is when we fall for their religion, when we fall for their deities. But some of us is not ready. Some of us it's always that fear. That's all they got to do. Oh, I talked to God last night and God said you're going to hell. And some of y'all running back. Oh, no, not me, God. Not me, God. Instead of having your own relationship. Stop letting people tell you what God said. And just prophet lying left and right. Y'all got to stop letting these people just lie to y'all any type. Ooh, crazy. Number 17, which is the star card. Angel number 2424, it talks about good times. It's saying you are worthy of affection, luxury, and pleasure. If you tell your family or friends how you feel, you will find that you're all on the same page and can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, you will find its way back to you multiplied. Angel number 2424. Some of you could be seeing the number 2424. And so, it's saying, hey, what you put out there is you're going to end up getting it. You're going to end up getting it back. You have the overall energy as the star card. The star card is saying that there is a star seed that is under heavy attack with the three of cups. This is a coven that is working against you. There's a coven that is working against the star seed. And it's saying that, number one, this was something that was unexpected with the shot card being here. And then you have beauty, that this person is attacking your beauty. They're specifically trying to attack your beauty. This is a jealous ass person. This is someone that clearly they see you as taking the limelight. And this is someone that is very jealous and envious. And now they're trying to take your beauty away. I would not be surprised if some of you have been having dreams. This could have been a dream of, maybe something is on your face, a mask or something is on your face. I wouldn't be surprised if you're having a dream of like animals, scratches, breakouts, and if you're seeing the physical manifestation. Because when someone is trying to mess with your beauty, all types of stuff can happen. You start getting bumps and pimples and all types of stuff that people do not find you attractive anymore. That you notice that when people do beauty spells, it can even mess with your private parts. It can do things to your private parts where now all of a sudden you're running to the bathroom every 5 minutes. They can do work where now all of a sudden it's something that smells down there. Because the whole thing is just to interfere with your beauty, that people will be completely turned off. Or it's the opposite, to make you feel so ashamed and unworthy that you push yourself away from people. Someone is doing magic against the star seed, and this is powerful magic because this is a coven working together. They are working together to bring you down, and it's everything to do with your beauty. They're trying to take your beauty, your charm, your grace away. That they're putting you under so much heavy witchcraft that you are starting to see yourself as unworthy. But this is someone that is definitely jealous because when someone is coming after your beauty, that means they're jealous of you. That means they're envious of you. You have the Five of Wands and the crowning energy. The Five of Wands is all about arguing and fighting. You have it paired with the Ace of Cups, which talks about love, and you have it paired with the Justice card. And so it's saying that someone is fighting. Don't tell me y'all fighting over a man or a woman. Or, I mean, you could have been with the person, but you got somebody in the background that wanted this person. You got because it's a Queen of Wands here that I'm going to show you next. There's a Queen of Wands here. And the Queen of, and that's what I don't get. The Queen of Wands is a badass bitch. The Queen of Wands is beautiful, sexy. The Queen of Wands and the King of Wands is very beautiful. Very beautiful. And, you know, when you look at it, the Queen of Wands is honestly Oshun energy. Not trying to say Oshun after I just called her a bitch, but you get what I'm saying. Oshun is very attractive. It said that, you know, Oshun is so attractive, all Oshun have to do is get around a man and boom, he explodes and release on himself. That's how beautiful Oshun is. But see, that's how you know that this is envy. This is somebody that is very beautiful, but the person chose you instead of this other person. And they're salty about this. They are so mad. They are like, he was supposed to be mine, and now they done teamed up with their friends, with some more witches. They done got the coven together just to attack you. And that's why they want to attack your beauty. They're trying to remove your beauty. But the thing is, the Queen of Wands is beautiful. The Queen of Wands is beautiful. Why can't you just go find somebody that's a better match for you? Because the Queen of Wands is beautiful. But the Queen of Wands want what's not theirs. They want what is yours. And they're fighting hard in order to get what is yours. So this person is, like I said, the Five of Wands, that this is a full-blown fight. And it's all because of love. And this person wants some type of balance, but it's like there's no balance. The balance is the man choosing who he wants to be with, and he didn't choose you, or she didn't choose you. And then you have the card of free-spirited, that, you know, it's like you're fighting over this man, and he's probably a whore anyways. You know, someone that is very free-spirited, that, you know, he could have been playing the both of you, but ultimately he did choose the starseed. You have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is so much heavy mental energy that you got someone that's playing in your mind, filling you with a lot of anxiety and depression and a lot of worries and trauma. You have it paired with the clarifier as the Queen of Wands, that this is the person that is mainly doing magic on you, and it's because they're bitter. They're going through resentment. They hate the fact that this person chose you over them. You have, in the challenge position, you have the Four of Pentacles, which the Four of Pentacles, it talks about holding things, harboring things, and it's saying that you're going to end up holding the King of Swords. All of this is over a King of Swords. And it's saying because you're going to have discernment. And it's saying that this person is longing for you, whether this person is with the Queen of Wands right now or not. Because with the Star card, there's a possibility that, you know, you lost this person due to this Queen of Wands doing magic on this connection. This Queen of Wands did magic in order to get this person. But even though they're with the Queen of Wands, they're still thinking about you. They're still longing for you. But it's saying you're going to get this through discernment. So it's kind of like what I said earlier, where Spirit could be telling some of you, like, let it go. Leave this person alone. Like, this person needs time in order for me to work with them so that I can return to them better. But it's like you keep interfering with this, that you keep calling them and bugging them. And it's like doing the opposite, especially with the Queen of Wands being present. They like, ugh, I can see why you left her. And he could be joining in on it. Like, yeah, she's controlling. She's this, she's that. Even though that's not your personality, but you're not giving this up. This is somebody that's not, this is not for the person that they like, oh, fuck my ex, blah, blah, blah. This is not your reading. This is someone that still want their connection and they're fighting for their connection, but you're fighting for your connection in the worst way possible because you're not giving this person the time and the space that they need. It says that absence is what makes the heart grow fonder. There's no absent when you keep calling every 3 to 5 days. There's no absence when you keep doing this. You got to give this thing time and allow this person to truly miss you, to want to be in your presence. Spirit is saying this is someone that you're jumping from channel to channel, tarot reader to tarot reader, friend to friend. Keep telling everybody the same story. Oh, I miss him. I love him. I got to have him now. And Spirit is like, chill out. As long as this person knows that you're like that, they're not going to be around, but it's going to be the moment that you say, fuck it, I'm finna move on, I'm finna find somebody else, and you completely let this go. That's when this person is going to come back around and they're going to end up going into what it is they feel. Because this person do want you. This person do love you. But they need to be alone within their own mind in order to realize that and not you force them to see it. You got to allow them to naturally get there. Absence is what makes the heart grow fonder. But there's definitely a Queen of Wands that is doing some crazy magic and that's got a coven just to seeing you magic. So y'all just make sure that, like I said, support my channel. There's so many ways to support the channel. You can send me some on Cash App. You can hit like, you can share, you can subscribe, you can comment, get the system just going. You can sign up for a personal reading. If you want a personal reading, you can go to my page, but that's it. That's it. That's the message, so let's just make sure that let's make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do. So that's the message for today. I'm going to try to do more messages. I'm going to try to do more messages this week. So I'll try to do more. I'm going to try to do more messages this week. And I'll probably do another video maybe on like Tuesday or so. All right, y'all, I'm out.